Let's introduce the players and where they're spawning. Spawning up in the top position of the map on Polar Night, we have our blue Zerg from Team Exile 5. It is Pig. Down on the lower side of the map, we have our red Zerg from Team Avant-Garde. It is KingKong. KingKong was formerly of StarTale over in Korea and is actually down in Australia right now studying English in Brisbane. And he's been playing really well in the tournaments that we have down here and cleaning up a lot of them, including places like ACL Brisbane. He took that one out, and he's taken down plenty of the online tournaments that are run weekly here in on the SE2 SCA site. So yeah, he's not doing too bad for himself. Pig is also kind of one of the SCA winners down here in a lot of the tournaments, actually. Like, he takes a lot of them. And no surprise, really. The amount he practices and just how much he knows about the game is actually ridiculous. So if you ever feel like some Zerg coaching and you want to turn to someone, go to Pig. And check him out, of course. Now, both players going for the pool first here on Polar Night. Unsure about what's going on. Pig just feels like he needs to play it a little bit safe, because KingKong does throw down those early pools sometimes when he's ahead, so that is not going to happen. He's just throwing down a hatchery after his pool, and Pig does the exact same thing on the other side of the map, so slightly mirrored at this point. And yeah, it's just going to basically go from there. Like, actually no, Pig is deviating slightly and throws down a little bit of an earlier gas. Now, will he make his scoutinglings or just stay into drones? Because he did sacrifice one drone to make that gas, whereas KingKong, on the other hand, has made his scoutinglings. He doesn't throw down a gas as of yet, but KingKong is coming into the base now with his Overlord, and he will be able to spot gas being mined. Yes, he sees the gas, sees it being mined, and it might cue him to throw down his own so he doesn't fall too far behind in a gas count. But if he does so successfully, I mean, hold off his second base with a nice wall off and keeps the lings out, the gasless could just work out for KingKong right now if he stays gasless. So that second base getting near to completion now, so is Pig's. But yeah, Pig's just going to have a little bit of a ling speed lead anyway, as his 100 gas is coming up right now. But oh wow, the scouting links here from KingKong just get absolutely denied by a couple of links here from Pig and the Queen. He's going to have a little bit of a chip away at the egg and the hatchery, and just play some alarms in Pig's head, like the in-game sounds. What your hatchery is under attack, your hive is under attack, etc. Hive cluster, sorry. And yeah, they can just be a little bit of annoyance there for Pig. On the other side, KingKong is still gasless right now and is setting up a spine crawler down in his natural, so he might look, yes, he's going to go for that kind of same build that Moonglade's been doing, where he goes spine crawler then into 2 gases at 5 minutes, and usually just goes come flat out on, he usually gets a quick speed off it, and then either decides if he's going to go for an evolution chamber and roach or straight into lair from there. Now, what is Pig going to do on the other hand? He just made a large round of drones right now, feeling very safe. His speed is getting close to finishing as well, so if he gets across the map, he sees there's still no gas coming out from KingKong. He may just throw down a third, because he knows he's not going to be under any threat from speedlings. But just unfortunately, Pig is going to throw down another pause. Thinks he might have a little bit of lag, unfortunately. And it wouldn't be a Pig game without a lag pause, so it's a little bit unfortunate for him. Of course, Australian internet is the greatest in the world, of course, and it's showing here. So let's look at KingKong's position right now. He's almost lagging out there, Pig. He's mining double gas at the moment, so it means he gets through very quickly with his gas count, so he can throw down his speed, he can throw down a layer of roach and everything. It'll have a very large amount of gas to just smash out straight away. Whereas Pig right now, he's pulled off his gas after he got his well, he almost got up to 200 there when he pulled off gas. Mined completely out of that geyser, and he's just making drones. He's got his link speed, he's making a couple of links, not sure exactly what that's for. I think it might just be some scouting, or just to deny some scouting links if KingKong decides to throw them out, of course. And yeah, just so he doesn't have completely nothing if King Kong just decides, I'm going to throw a lot of lings at you. Alright, so still a little bit of lag coming out from Pig, unfortunately. No, we'll just wait for that. So in the meantime, guys, if you don't want to watch the pause, Baldy has linked the winners bracket final. So if you want to go check that out, that is on that Twitch link there. I'll repaste it there for anyone who's just jumped in and missed that. And you guys can go check that out if this pause goes on for a long time, or if you feel like you want to watch a TVZ instead of a ZBZ. Go ahead and do that. As long as you're watching one of the streams, I don't mind. Alright, so there you go, guys. So if you guys are there, you can go check that out. It looks like the pause looks like it's going to come undone now. Pig seems to be happy with it. And Go-Go comes down. Here we go. Let's get back into the game. Alright, so the speed is basically done here for Pig. 5 seconds off that speed. He doesn't really make any, but there we go. He feels that, he sees that confidence from the basically gasless opening of King Kong. He throws down the gas. He throws down his base a lot early, and King Kong now spots that with his Overlord. But he knows he can't really punish it at this point because he doesn't have speedling, so he sends any type of ling across the map. Pig can just basically shut him down completely, and now with the speedlings out on the field, he can shut down. Well, basically King Kong is going to be stuck on 2 bases until he can get some roaches or a decent amount of units out to be able to push the speedlings away to get that 3rd base secured. So he does have that roach warren completed now. He starts his missile upgrades. Let's go on the other side and see what Pig's got. He's got his lair on the way. King Kong's lair is fairly ahead right now, but Pig is now adding on his extra gas. His evolution chamber's there. He did have a roach orange somewhere. There it is. Okay, it's hiding at the back of the main there for Pig, back of the natural. And the 3rd base just about to complete for him. He's already transferring drones over there. He's got a little bit of a worker lead, and he still can't really go down and take this base because Pig's still here checking it out, poking around with the lings. He knows it's not there. He's going to check both fronts. He knows there is no 3rd base. So where is King Kong going to go? He's actually going to move forward with his queens and actually try and take down these overlords in the middle of the map, and maybe just try and hit this nice big roach time that it looks like he's trying to hit. And he's pushing the overlords away so they can't see. He's hiding the roaches behind him. Is he going to keep him hidden, or is he just going to push him straight through? It looks like he's going to just push him straight through. Show Pig what is happening over there. Pulls one of the queens back, actually. Doesn't need 2 of them fighting that one overlord. And what has Pig got to defend? There isn't really much here for him, and it looks like a good timing attack has come down here from King Kong. His roaches are making their way across the map. There's a couple of roaches spawning now for Pig, but not really enough. He's got a spine crawler building at the back right now. And let's check out the roaches count for either side. King Kong has 15 out of the map, and there's a few more still to finish up here for Pig. But that 3rd base basically stays safe now. That spine crawler is just about to finish. King Kong is still trying to bank up his roaches, and I mean, right now Pig doesn't really know how much is going to be just keep streaming across the map. And he does poke in to see that 3rd base over there, so he knows that's coming up behind this attack. Pig is still just... He's actually draining right now, and I don't feel that's his best option. He needs to be making roaches in. Yes, he does. He makes 7 more. He finds one that gets picked off, and it looks like King Kong is going to try and slip in, but no, his roach speed is actually very close to finishing, and Pig's is still a fair way out. So if he can just run Pig around right now with his roach speed, it could be devastating for Pig, and Pig doesn't have any static defense up at his natural right now. The only chance he's got is holding the top of the ramp, and luckily King Kong kind of just backs off it for now, which is very nice for him, of course. Now Pig has got that 3 base mineral economy. He can just keep making roaches right now. His roach speed and his +1 is about to finish, but it's already finished for King Kong, and he's going to take the engagement. But Pig had a superior concave straight away there, and he forces King Kong back, and he actually has a roach speed of his own. 11 more roaches on the way, and if he could actually push back and do a huge amount of damage to King Kong right now with his roach count and the upgrades, of course, because he's just making 17 roaches. If once they all spawn, if he pushes out, he's going to have so much ahead of King Kong. He's actually 30, almost 40 supply up, actually just 30 by now. And he's got a huge roach count. He's actually moving out onto the map right now, which is very advisable. Of course, he's got +2 on the way, so does King Kong. But King Kong also has Burrow on the way. But if he hits before Burrow, this could be absolutely massive here for Pig. And he's going to move in. There's a spine crawler coming in, but the roach count is so low here for King Kong right now. We see that Pig is up by about 15 roaches. And if he goes in, he could very well just take this game right here, right now. but the concave was there for King Kong, and he doesn't want to take that fight, so he's going to swing around. He's going to take another concave, but King Kong does step back before that concave can come to fruition. And now Pig is taking advantage now of King Kong being out of position. He has the superior concave up on the higher ground. He's now in the choke of the natural and is right on top of King Kong. King Kong trying to step forward, but it's not going to be enough. Burrow is about to finish, so he can start the Burrow micro, but look how many roaches Pig has in front of King Kong right now. He's just losing and losing more and more. The reinforcing is not going to be enough for now for Pig. Let's check out that roach count. Is actually slowing down here for Pig, but Pig hasn't really been reinforcing. He's getting an infestation pit behind. He's picking up some queens. He can start pushing into the front now. There's a few roaches there as well as the queen. Even if he can even pick off a roach warren here if he's unlucky. No, but King Kong does a little bit of a bold move and swings around to the back, and it actually pays off for him. He's killing a lot of the roaches here on the retreat for Pig, but Pig, he does have that infestation pit coming in the back, plus 2 missile attack about to finish. Tunneling Claws, actually, I never saw that on the production tab, but that did complete there for King Kong, and he pulls away, and he will be able to regen those roaches. Now check out the roach count after all that. Pig still has a little bit of a lead, but he does have his pathogen glands on the way already. And if he can hold King Kong long enough to get those infestors out, it is definitely going to be a problem here for King Kong. I mean, he's got his 3 bases up now, but Pig has been saturated on it for quite a while. He's got all 6 gases mining, whereas King Kong only has 5 at this current time. And yeah, Pig is just forcing King Kong back. He's still got his supply lead. His pathogen glands is made over halfway now, so he can start, once it gets to that 50, he can start making those infestors and time them up with that pathogen glands upgrade. But right now he's just looking to push across the map. He's got so many roaches, he's still making so much more. He's up by 15 roaches again, and he's going to go in and try and siege this forward the third base once again. The pathogen gland is about to finish up. He only just starts his infestors now, and they're going to be a little bit off, 50 seconds away from now, and he's going to try and catch these roaches out. He's actually got overseas with him, which is very good for him, of course, because if King Kong starts burrowing roach by roach, it means he's down a roach, of course, that can be shot at here by Pig, and Pig is circling around to defend his third base. He does have the creep connection up at that natural to be able to speed him around there, of course, and he will get into position to be able to defend this third base, and he's going to be able to do so because the overseas can see where the roaches are here for King Kong. The infestors are now about to finish, of course, for Pig, and this is going to be a very devastating blow if King Kong gets too bunched up with these infestors out on the map now. He does have a couple. King Kong has actually got a lot of... actually, Pig walks up into the base right now. He's actually coming around for a flank with a lot of his units. Pig is absolutely everywhere in this battle right now. What can he do? Can he actually take the win here? He actually decimates one side of the battle. Those roaches will be joining once again, and it looks like King Kong could be in a lot of trouble. There's so many roaches still alive here for Pig. He needs to get them into the battle and fighting more roaches that are just kind of standing around right now. He has a superior roach count right here, right now, and he's going to start moving in here on King Kong. King Kong's going to try and swing up to the north while he sends a new roach army down to the south into the third base there. And actually, King Kong, his roaches get completely caught out right now. There is a overseer over the top of that, so he can't really drop them underground as that roach force does move down to that third base. So there is nothing here for defense except for a few spine crawlers, and he can get down there pretty quickly. Yes, he has a massive roach count. He's actually completely maxed out right now. These roaches are getting caught. King Kong is going to be forced to go home, and I think right now Pig can just kind of walk across the map and do a ton of damage. He has these infestors still alive, fungals on them. Not quite, sorry. He will very shortly have some fungal energy on those infestors. Another overlord possibly about to go down here for King Kong. It's not going to supply block him. He does have 200 from 200, and he's only got a 160 supply right now, but Pig max is moving across the map. What can he do right now? He's got the overseer, so the burrow is not going to work here for King Kong. If he just pushes up this ramp, he's actually going to swing around to the third base and attack from that side, but he still has that superior roach count right now. A big risk by trying to come in here from King Kong, but is it going to be too late for him? There's so much here from Pig. He gets the a very good fungal on top of the roaches here. He's swinging around. He's on top of the mineral line as well, killing roaches, but he needs those roaches to be attacking roaches, and this could be a mistake here from Pig, as the right side of the battle for Pig is absolutely annihilating, but he takes down so many drones. 17 workers killed here for Pig, and now he needs to somehow get these roaches out, but they are not going anywhere. And could that be a bit of a misstep for Pig? Let's check out that roach count for him. Pig is down in the roach count, but he is up in the worker count now, and that is going to work for him very well because he's reinforcing his roaches. He's getting an extra base. He's getting more infestors, of course. Very key unit for him right now, and he can even go up to Hive pretty soon when that fourth base does complete, and he has it established, basically. So, where can King Kong go from here? He's trying to walk across the map There is no overseer here. He's going to go around to the third base by the look of it. He's just kind of wrapping around. Pig, though, he's following it around. He's not sure if he can see it or not. Okay,